Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Football Roundup. It's your boy Jay-Z. Another quick video today. A couple big games to talk about, so let's get right into it. First of all, I want to start off in the Premier League. I think it's obvious what the biggest match was. Chelsea going up against Tottenham. Tottenham have been on and off, but with the new manager, they look like a completely different team. But unfortunately, they didn't have their best team in this match, basically. And well, that doesn't mean that Chelsea didn't have to do their part, but they did. They actually played with two strikers up top with Odoi and Lukaku. Lukaku, who's kind of needing to prove himself because of what he said, how he doesn't want to be in the club, but now he does. He wants to make up for it, whatever. But this game, it just showed, to me at least, what a baller Ziyech is. Ziyech is, I didn't know, obviously I know he was good, but this game, he really seemed like the key player in that team. Constantly crossing in the ball, constantly taking shots, constantly being a danger. And he actually scored a beautiful goal. Left Lloris standing still. There was nothing he could do about it. Just perfectly placed shot in the top corner. Golazo from Ziyech. And honestly, he deserved it because he was putting on so much pressure on this Tottenham team. And then later on, Harry Kane gets a goal disallowed because he kind of shoved the player. This is one of those situations where it's not that clear, and slowing it down doesn't do it justice. A little iffy, if you can really tell from a replay, let alone VAR. But regardless, the goal is disallowed. And then Chelsea later on just keep applying the pressure. Later on in the match, Silva ends up getting his goal as well. Cross in by Mount, a great set piece. And Chelsea get the important win because they of course want to be constantly applying pressure to Manchester City. And that's actually the next game that I want to talk about. So Man City end up going up against Southampton, a team that hasn't been doing that well lately, but they were able to get a goal. The first goal of the match, their right back just scores a great goal. Difficult control inside the box, hits it outside the foot. The goalie just couldn't get to it. Great goal from the right back. Later on in the match, Man City desperately trying to get a goal back because they know that they can't be slipping up, even though they're so far ahead of everyone else. You don't want to give these other teams the hope that they can, still catch up to you. Laporte ended up getting his goal from a header, a great set piece. Man City tied up, and that's how the game ends. Man City dropped 2 points, and they leave a little bit of hope for Liverpool and Chelsea. I still think it's Man City's league to lose. I still think that they're going to win the league, but, with that being said, Man City's tie lets them have some hope, I guess, right? Now, the other game that I wanted to talk about was Manchester United going up against West Ham. Manchester United haven't really been performing that well. I think I was earlier talking about how Ole would have probably been in a better situation, or has proved to be in a better situation at this point in time in the season. But of course, Ralf Rangnick still doesn't have that much time with the team, and he's probably working out some things here and there for the team. And this game, surprisingly went well for him. It took until basically the end of the game for United to score, but all in all, United were applying pressure. I do wish that they were a little bit more dangerous in terms of how they finish off the plays, whether it's, a good opportunity to shoot, not necessarily like a forced shot or anything like that. But the goal comes off a great team play. Cavani ends up whipping it in for a tap in by Rashford, and that was enough to do it for them. Hopefully this builds some confidence in them, because I think that's what they lack really, because I think we all know that they have quality players on that team, and they should be pushing for the title. They should be pushing for titles in general, whether it's the FA Cup, the Champions League, even though that's, one of the harder competitions. But regardless, a team like Man United needs to be competing. And they got the important win. Now, over in Spain, really quickly, Real Madrid ended up drawing against Elche. Not necessarily, a devastating blow for Real Madrid, but this is a team that they just beat midweek. This is a team that they beat with 10 men. So for them to draw at home, not a good look. Modric ends up scoring a penalty. This is after Real Madrid are 2-0 down, so they get a penalty, a lucky penalty because of an unfortunate handball inside the box. Modric converts it, and it takes until the 90th plus minute for Militao to get a header, and that's what saved them. So Real Madrid can't let themselves fall like this. They can't get too comfortable being in the lead. Now they're only, I believe, 4 points clear. It's still good, still great that they're ahead, but they can't be letting these games slip by. So I hope that doesn't affect them. I hope that doesn't affect their mentality, because they have the Champions League, which is what I'm sure that they're mainly gunning for. So Real Madrid need to step up. Other than that, great from them that they were able to come back from 2-0 down. So anyways, guys, that was all for me today. Those were the big games of the week. I hope to see you guys next week on the next Football Roundup.